Hello everybody, Thorgal here, and welcome back to All the Mods 4. Today we are not continuing with Botania, not in what I wanted to do initially, and that is, get to the Alfheim portal and so on, because I am running out of space, and I want to tie our area together a little bit. What I mean by running out of space is, I have my crafting stuff here, right, for all the resources and everything, and it's just getting full, and we're just running out of room. And so I would like to make a different building that houses our autocrafting and possibly, some other little machines here and there. And I don't want to make a pod for that because, again, that's going to limit me with space. So I would like to build something on the ground. And I don't just want to put another building somewhere. I want to start tying the area together. So today is going to be a building episode where we're going to beautify this place and possibly even work over here on the waterfall. Just, tie the whole area together a little bit. I did a couple of things between episodes. Number one is I got rid of this water here. And I replaced it with elevators. So now we can just go up all the way. And I replaced the little elevator that was here. So now I can just come down here the middle. Right? And the other good thing is that, guys remember in the beginning of the series, we had the problem that refined storage, the storage controller, external storage, kept crashing the server when I had it connected to the storage controller that is down there. There's the storage drawer controller right there. But I did some testing and it's been running for many days now. So I'm coming from the right down here from our network receiver and I'm running the cable over to the storage drawer controller, and it is now hooked up to our main system. So now when I look in here, I see all our raw resources, which is cool, because that way I can just, if I need something, I don't need to come down here and pick it up and bring it upstairs and so on. So that is really nice. And the other thing I did is we played around with this golden orchid seed last episode, and I didn't want to add it here. I did add it for a little while, but the problem is you get so many extra seeds. And the system, I don't have any more channels, was not made for me to void these, right? So I set up a little bit of just a 3x3 right here. Right down here is the plant sower. Oops, how do I place you now? There we go, shift. And here I made another plant gatherer. They both have just a tier 1 range upgrade. So it's a 3x3. And then I tied it into the XNet. That's why I don't have any more channels now also. And the seeds all come here. This one has a void upgrade. And then go back to the plant sower. And right here, you guys see, we will never need any more arcane gold ingots. I have 16,000 ingots, 1,700 blocks, or 143,000 nuggets now. So, and I added another clicker. And I used the watering can from in here. I did not make another one. I don't think I'm going to have all of this running, very often. Let's turn this off first, because I want this to stop planting. I moved these two over here for now. We're going to leave them here until we need them, right? And I cleaned up the XNet controller over here a little bit to be ready for this. Now, what I want to do here is I'm going to make a tier 1, I made a tier 1 crafter, and we're going to put that right there. And another compacting drawer, and we're going to put this right there. I'm not going to hook this up to the system either. I kind of want to have this separated, right? So, the first thing we're going to do in here, we're going to set up a new recipe. And that is for the blaze rods right there. Now I could... No, I can't. But let's just go ahead. I was thinking ahead here. Sorry. Let's go ahead and press apply. So now this is going to make blaze rods, right? And we're going to send all the blaze essence we get to here. And then these blaze rods are going to go into the compacting drawer. And that is going to then compact into the blaze blocks. Let me go ahead and... here they are. Let's go ahead and make one real quick, just so I can lock this drawer here properly. These are the blocks that I want for our Botania mana generation, right? Oh, by the way, I made this portable grid here instead of the large backpack, which I think I tossed in here. Yeah, right there. I don't know, I really like this, and I had this 4K storage disk because I replaced it with a 64K because we needed more storage as well, and I didn't. It's more convenient. I can search, and you also, when you do a project, I can just place it down somewhere if I want to, and I can access it and so on. So I just wanted to point that out. So now that it's set up, we can go ahead and lock this drawer. And let's quantify it as well. I like doing this. There we go. All right, now we don't need it anymore. And now we just need to do the XNet real quick. And that is right for channel 4. Yeah, yes, I have 2 more channels again here. It says sludge refiner here. There's problems sometimes with the it says sludge refiner, but behind it you guys see plant gatherer. And this is the one. I know it's a different one because this one has 3 to export, so we're faster. So we're gonna extract everything from here. And we're going to insert into the plant gatherer. That's this one here, because this one here is on channel 3. That's the one for the big field. So we're gonna insert into this one, only place seeds. And now into the crafter, we're gonna insert blacklist, place seeds, and the compacting this one here we can remove on this channel, because out of this one we're gonna extract stack, and we're gonna insert into the compacting drawer. So that should work. Both of these channels are on. I think we got it all. So now I just have to put this in here once manually. That you plant this everywhere. So now it's gonna plant this, and we can turn this on. And it should grow, hopefully. Yeah, it's grown quicker. There we go. All right. And then as soon as it harvests, it should go in here. And then once we have 8, it's gonna make blaze rods. Oh, by the way, did I say all? Salt external apply. Okay, apparently you need to set these now. So when the blaze rods are made, it's gonna go down here, and then XNet should extract it and put it into here. And while we wait, let's get a void upgrade. Oop, I keep forgetting, and put this in here. I always put my void in the last slot. There we go. So it was harvested, and it put it here. And now I'm just gonna go. Oh, we have these things too. Oh, okay. What can I do with them? It is hooked up to the same system. Okay, so I think we can fix that. It should work. So let's go ahead and get this quick one of them. Oh, I need to come over here. And let's turn this channel off real quick. And then here we are connected to the acting drawer. This is the drawer controller. So we can do insert on this one. Create insert, and we're only inserting. Yes, that should work. So let's turn it back on. This one is still on. So now if I get these, it's gonna put it into our regular storage controller. All right, so that's gone. There's 2 now. Oh, I need to blacklist these seeds on this one as well. Okay. Let's go ahead and blacklist this one. And now if we put it in here, it's gone. There is 1. And if we put this one back in here, there is none. Okay. Oh, this needs power. The crafter. Yes. Okay, so that's channel 1 on the crafter. Insert power. And it already made them. And now this should be gone up to 12. Yes. So that's it. Very simple setup. And now I don't need to worry about getting fuel anymore for up there. And again, this is just for now. I want to change Botania mana production to something more fun later on. But we're gonna need the Alfheim portal and so on for that. Are you gonna? Okay, so it is getting this. It should never duplicate the seeds or anything. Good. So, next. This is the only thing that we're gonna do. I just logged, sorry. There we go. I don't need to do anything else today when it comes to that. Now we're going to start focusing on prettifying our area and making buildings and so on. But in order to do that, I want to have a different tool. So you guys see I already have my enchants all stripped off my tools. and I made a master book out of it. Unbreaking 4, Efficiency 5, Silk Touch, and Reach. And I really like that, so let's get rid of them. Because I want to have a really nice master tool, right? And Botania now has a AIoT, Mana Steel AIoT. I really want to test this out. So we're going to head and make the Mana Steel pickaxe, the hatchet, shovel. And I just checked that I'm recording because it would suck if I do all this and I'm not recording. And the sword, and then we can go ahead and craft us the AIoT. And then we're going to go enchant it in a second at spawn. Put this book on there. But I also want to make the Living Wood avatar, because I want to show you guys something with that. We're going to make the Rod of the Sea, so I have endless water from now on. We're going to make a Rod of the Lands, endless dirt. We're going to make Rod of the Depth, endless cobblestone. And I'm just making a second Petal Apothecary for display purpose, for testing. I don't want to mess with the other one, because if you guys remember, we set up this system over here. And I remember that this thing existed, but I looked through Botania and I couldn't find it. And that was the reason I actually did this with XNet over here. Otherwise, I would have done this with Botania directly. Okay. And the nice thing is that if you use Botania, so we can put the Petal Apothecary here. Now, I don't remember which way you placed it. So he is facing us. Let's this guy here. Okay, so let's put this facing into the Petal Apothecary. And now if I give this guy the Rod of the Seas... Wait, what? Okay, so I'm wrong. I checked the wiki. You cannot give him this. You can only give him the Rod of the Lands, Highlands, Skies, Hells, Bifrost, Plentiful Mantle, and Unstable Reservoir. So, for example, if I give him the Rod of the Lands here, and I would give him a... I think we could shoot him with this. That should count like a mana. Okay, maybe I need to go away. Yeah, you guys see, every time he gets a mana pulse, he places that block in front of it. So, okay, I guess it was not wrong then to make the setup over there, and I'm okay with that. And now I just need the spec. So I thought that you can give them the Rod of the Seas, and then it will fill the Petal Apothecary in front of it. But we can't, which is fine. We might find a different use for this guy eventually. So let's put him in here. Because we don't need this, and I don't need the Petal Apothecary, so we put this away. I love watching this little automation down there. I'm waiting for a Rune of the Sloth to be made. And all I had to do is give it string and 2 mana diamonds. I didn't have that, and then it made the sub-runes for that already. And wait a second. Did this become untied again? Oh, it doesn't go here. It goes... Bobble slot. I know that Grok has the same problem. It's set up to the runic altar. It is set up to the mana spreader. So, what is happening down here? Did I mess up something? It looks like one of the recipes is not properly working. Let's see here real quick. And that should be in here. This is the sloth. 2 mana diamonds, a Rune of Autumn, and a Rune of Air. So why is it sending so many items here? What is this crafting thing telling me? It's sending way too much. I am confused. So this looks like with the carpet, the feather... And the string, that looks like a Rune of Air to me. I cannot click on them again. Okay. Let's do this one more time. Now that I have the sub-rune made, if it's still gonna have the same problem. Okay, so let's go ahead and cancel that crafting job, put all the items in, and see if it does it properly. That is weird. Why this doesn't work. So, sloth. Start. Yeah, this is the only items that it's supposed to get. So I am not sure what happened on that one. But that will teach me to just have the sub-rune made. Yeah, so now it's working. Alright, good. But all this is, by the way, is that I want to... Because I tried out the exchanging gadget here. I set it to dirt. And you guys see, I don't have any dirt on me. It does not pull from the Rod of the Lands. So what I want to make is a Rod of the Shifting Crust, which I think is the exchanging one. I'm pretty sure it is. And let's go ahead and get 2 of you. And then as soon as the sloth is done, we can make it. And that one will pull from this rod or the cobble rod. And I'll show you guys why I want this. Let me go ahead and sleep the night away here while we wait for this Rune of Sloth to be made. And then I'll show you guys what the plan is before I get started working. You see, you guys kind of see a before and after. Oh my god. This is taking forever. We're gonna need better spreaders and so on here very soon. And hopefully sparks. But again, we need to go to Alfheim for that. Or not go, but make the Alfheim portal so we can send stuff through. Come on, almost there. I don't want to get too close, so I don't suck it up, even though it's a Solignolia. But it still might jump in. And suck it up. There we go. So now let's finish this. Kablam. Nice. And this red bag, by the way, is for all the magic stuff. Oop, come on. Oh, yes, I can take off the... This was in here as well. Okay, so why I want this thing is there's a couple areas that I want to replace. For example, I don't want to have to... You know, the pathways here and so on. I don't want to have them this way. And then also over here is where I grew my spruce. And I want to change this out for regular dirt. So now instead of... I don't have any dirt on me. So shift right click. And now it's going to take the dirt... It's going to give me dirt back, of course, because Podzol doesn't get silk touched. But it's taking that directly out of the lands. Actually, let's check here real quick. I have 17. And let me put this guy away. No, I don't. That's not a good test. I want to see if it takes dirt first before it takes it out of the stick. It does. Cool. Alright, so it will always prioritize actual dirt that you have before it takes it out of the... Rod of the Lands. Okay, and I'm gonna do the same here. I want to have a fresh slate for all of these things. Right, I want to get rid of all of this. The farmland here. And then also, just to make sure that I don't forget, I also need to get in here. And I just want to get rid of this water so it doesn't cost me a headache later. So that is done. And like I said, I'm gonna go around and change all the other things out. But the plan here, let me show you guys. We have a natural river right here, right? That comes all the way from over there and break through. I'm only carrying to about here because this is how far we can see, right? But I want to break through right there. You know, make this part of the river. I'm gonna excavate here a little bit and make the water run. And then the same over here, all the way through. So we have a river. Then over here, I want to make... a waterfall coming down from the top all the way. Somewhat controlled, good looking, you know, because you guys know if I put a water block up here, it's going to spread like the entire width of this mountain. It's going to look dumb. I'm not sure how I want to build this yet, but I was thinking instead of having it run in the front, you know, because waterfalls usually wash out a mountain. We would probably start somewhere. Oh my god, I love this tool. Like somewhere in here and have it run within the mountain, right? Coming down, so carve out a section here. That makes sense. Just fix it up a little bit here. There we go. And you guys also noticed, okay, sorry, one after another. So the waterfall is going to come down here, but I want to have a building up here. And then I'm not really sure yet where the water is going to come from. Because it's going to be kind of weird, right? If there's just water coming from here, but where's the source? Right? So I'm going to have to figure out what to do back here. So it's possible that I'm going to block off the mountain right like along here and make it look like there is a big lake in here. Like this entire thing is going to be a lake. Actually perfect for that. Right? Because it's already carved out. I just need to close this off. So we have a big lake and then the water runs over here and down. And above this water, I want to have some kind of a building. that looks like maybe it could be a sawmill or something like that. I'm not sure, but it's got to be elfish looking, right? Okay. And then the ravine. I think I'm going to have the water break down here as well. And I'm not sure if I want to fill it all the way up the ravine with water. All the way to, you know, wherever this level is. Or if I want to have it fall down to here and then just kind of run away and then disappear underground. Something like this. I am not sure, so definitely what we're going to have to do is get rid of this lava. Because I don't want to have there any lava down there, otherwise I'm going to get cobblestone.
Next level. Next level.
I hope you guys enjoyed this little montage. I did not know how to record this because I've been at this for 2 whole days. I did so much work. I really love landscaping in Minecraft and I get carried away often. It's after making automations or new automations that I haven't figured out before. I think landscaping is my second favorite part. And to give you an idea right here how long it took, you guys see how many blaze plots there are. And I used probably 2 stacks or so to refill the mana tablet. To give you a little bit idea of the items that I used, I am on the 5th charge of the mana tablet since I started. And I used at least 1,500 bones as bone meal to do all kinds of things. So I don't know where to start to show you guys. But I think, yeah, let's go up here first. So, the lake idea on top there, the waterfall, we're going to do together to figure out how this looks. I dressed up the entire mountainside over here. I'm on purpose not flying up yet because I kind of want to give you guys the grand view here. All these, I guess they're somewhat purple. These flowers, the indigo flower, they all spawned naturally via bone meal like this. Okay, also, the 2 high grass often spawns. I did not have to make this. It does it automatically. I don't know if that's a 1.14 feature. I'm not sure. So, but let's look on the map here real quick to give you an idea. So the river is broken through all the way here. The ravine is filled. And I also broke the river through, I think, right here it was. Yes. And it's really cool because if let's just follow the river here for a second. There's a bunch of seagrass and also some kelp in it. So right here I broke through. And right I think here. Yes. And everything that I dressed up, also you guys see there's sometimes some sea pickles to give it a little bit of light. I tried to do a little lighting here. And we'll look at everything at night in a minute. Everything that I did was with mind that when I'm here in my area, that the backdrops are all finished. So obviously, right here, the lake is finished, you guys see. But behind the plateau is not. So when I come up here, it looks like the plateau is finished. When you're down here, I made this giant backdrop here. You can see how many trees that is. And I also dressed this up. There was some floating islands up here that were not connected. I tore those down. And we have 10 of these setups now with the Mega Torch and the... I can never remember that name. Torchmaster, sorry. This thing here, the Dread Lamp, because I don't want any passive spawns or hostile spawns. Now, I'm not getting any squid either. I do get some fish. I've seen fish before. But I wonder if that is a problem as well. Oh, there's some fish right there. And I hope that we're going to be able to tackle this as well. So, everything here is dressed up. And then this we're going to have to do together. But down here, I filled the ravine all the way to this level. And again, I added some corals and some kelp and seagrass and all that good stuff. And I like it. Yeah, there's definitely fish spawning. Okay, so they do not count as... I'm guessing because they're from aquaculture. Hold still for a second here. What are you, a carp? I think. A tambaqui. Okay. So anyways, again, sea lanterns and so on. Everything is here. It's really hard to show you, 2 days of work all in one. I am not too happy about this here, but I wanted to have a little bit of a splash effect, right? We don't have any chisel or chisel and bits or anything, so I needed to go with vanilla. So I crafted these with Botania. It's 4-string around the mana string. Are you dying here, Knucklehead? Okay, you got out. Alright, and then the river continues here, and I actually didn't see this until much later. It turns out to be really cool. I like, by the way, how the seagrass, when it gets to the top, gets these lighter green tips compared to these right there that don't have it. I really like that. That is a nice feature that we have some more kelp. And now check it out. It opens up to like a swamp or mangrove. How perfect is this? I didn't have to do anything here. It was like that. So that is perfect. I love it. Okay, so let's start over here on this one. I dressed up this area as well. You guys see lots of leaf formations. And I tried to have 3 different types. Okay, so this is one type right here with all oak. Very little birch and very little of the flowering oaks mixed in. I wanted to keep this mostly oak. And you guys see right here, I have 6 of these scaffolds. I have a bunch of different bags now, because if we go here... Oh, I do have bone meal still. By the way, if you take 7 of these exactly, it gives you 63, so you never have too many. But let's see if I can replicate this here. It has worked most of the time. You just put 6 down and I put the sapling right next to it. Or you can also put it here. It works as well. And then when you bone meal this, most of the time... Really? You're not... There we go. You get a tall oak tree. So that is why I have these 6, so I don't need to think or anything. And it worked quite nicely throughout this project. Get all this stuff back here. And I got so many leaves, as you guys can see. I got so many saplings. I have every single tree in a farm now in the mining dimension and so on. You know what? And this is another feature that I used a lot, the trash slot, because often my inventory was just full and I just wanted to get rid of a lot of stuff. But anyway, so I tried to split this up into 3 different. We got this oak here, where I planted a little bit of vines here and there just to get more greenery. All the flowers, the daisies and so on, all come naturally. I didn't need to plant any of these. And I threw in some fertilized dirt from random things. So I don't need to water it, and planted a little bit of wheat here and there just to add a little bit of extra. So it's like wild wheat, right? Or barley, or whatever you want to call it, growing here. And again, when you're over here, anywhere in this area, this is right now, the ugliest part. I don't like this anymore. I have to do a lot of work there. But you guys see, we have this backdrop all the way around. Up here is a little bit missing because we got to build something. But everything is dressed up. And also at night, you guys are going to see I hit a lot of lights with the mana blaster all over the place, so it looks a little bit more magical. Also over here, I added some greenery going down into the ravine just to tie this in a bit together. I didn't do much over here yet because we got to build first. Okay, so all the way through here, and you cannot see through pretty much or anywhere, right? Of course, if you fly over it, you're going to see the open plain, which I'm okay with. Right, because there's open plains and then the jungle starts, and over here the mangroves. So I'm fine with that. And I added more of these, like I said, 10 of these setups, because while I was building this, I kept getting creepers to blow up because I didn't sleep much. And then that messed up my trees and I got so tired of it. Then over here we have a section of these jacaranda leaves, because they were actually on top here, the purple leaves, but I liked it here. So I made a little bit of I call this the jacaranda pond, because I wanted something here. So I made this little bit of a waterfall here and a little pond. And this area I lit up with jack-o'-lantern. I actually had to Google how to make jack-o'-lanterns now. You take a pumpkin, you place it, and then you shear it. And then you get pumpkin seeds, and then you can take the where's the angry face? Blue? Right there. And then you can combine it with the torch to make the jack-o'-lantern, right? I think the other one is called the carved pumpkin. Yes. So anyway, so that is this whole area here. Again, lots of greenery and bushes. I think I still need to do a bunch over here. I still need to do here, but I actually would like to build like 2 or 3 little elven style houses against the mountain. No purpose, no interior, just so there's something like it looks like they're built into the mountain. And that's why I didn't put any leaves yet. Okay, the waterfall here, I put cobble behind it, and then a little bit of mossy cobble, because I hope that's going to look better when we make the water run down, instead of just smooth stone or dirt, right? Give it more texture. And the edges are all dirt. I might want to, again, make it look more washed out, so maybe I replace some of the sides here as well with stone and cobblestone. But that needs to happen. I'm glad it's becoming night now, because now you guys can see I lit up over here, just so you can, it looks nicer at night, I think. And then also just sparingly within these trees here, just a little bit. I don't need to worry about light level, all just for looks, right? And then over here, it's much brighter because of these jack-o'-lanterns. And you guys see, I even moved it all the way back there. So when you're, down here, you cannot see. You feel like you are surrounded by a forest everywhere. And this was my goal. This is what I wanted to. So, actually, while it's night, perfect. We can check out the river again. You guys see, just sparingly, a little bit of light. So you actually see it. And down here, this looks at night. I really liked it. With the corals and the sea pickles and so on. And it goes all the way to the back. And here the caves are left open. I put some lighting in. The water just runs in. And then here with greenery. And I wanted this to be dark so it looks like it disappears into the mountain. Okay, so now comes the grand reveal. I'm really happy how this turned out. This is probably one of my nicest landscaping projects that I've done. If you guys remember how empty and barren this top was here, and now it looks like this. And I'm very happy. Took a long time, but it's nice. It was worth it. Even though I don't know what we're gonna do up here. Probably nothing. I don't know what mods I would put up here, but I know it's here, and we can maybe put a little bit of a cabin or something up here, so we can just relax, you know, and so on. So let me show you this underwater. Here I added one other feature, and that is I added some of the bubbles with the soul sand. Oh, and one thing that I'm gonna start doing in lakes like these, whenever kelp reaches the top, I place a lily pad on top. Right, so it looks like it's reaching the top and it's breathing. If we had something like chisel and bits or little tiles, I would actually make something out of that with a little flower on top. I was thinking of putting a Botania floating flowers on it, but I don't think that would look too good because it would also emit light, right? You cannot make some without light. So yeah, the willow trees, you can grow a lot with the watering can, but I stopped after a while because it just took too long. Because these mystery woods, watering can takes forever. So that's why I needed so much bone meal for all these trees. And again, you cannot see through. And I also made it along this ridge here because we can see that from down there. But of course, behind it, there's nothing. But it's fine. I mean, you can only do so. Otherwise, you got to do the entire world. And, well, that's not realistic, right? So anyway, so this is that. Yeah. The river, of course, still needs decorations, but I kind of thought I'm making my way from the bottom up, right? So I did all the water first and the bed underneath the water, the same here. And by the way, I used that volcano that you guys saw me tore down in the montage because I wanted this to be dark. I wanted this, and I think it adds depth, right? All right, so now let's get rid of the night. All right, and now we can start adding a few things that I want to get done today. And you guys might have seen me play with turtle. And that is in this bag. This is my water bag. So, in the village, I talked to the fisher guy. And he sold these for emeralds. Buckets of cod. And I kind of wanted to have more fish in here, right? There is a few here and there. But I wanted to see if we can add fish and if they're going to stay, right? So let's go ahead and put one of these. You got to click on the ground. Oh, this just adds one fish. That is it. I'm going to have a lot of buckets. And I'm going to add some here. And this lake here needs to be busy. You know, this looks like a really fertile lake. Or fertile, I think. I've mispronounced it. So hopefully these fish will stay. And we have two more things that I want to put in here as well. Let's just use them all. I can always trade with that fisherman. Right now his trade is locked because I bought so many. But I'm sure I can unlock it by using another one. Let's just use them. I don't care. Can I turn on... No, we don't have auto refill. And let's put some over here. I don't know how far these guys wander. But let's just put some around the area here. Yeah, I wish I had more of... Wait, are these guys actually forming schools? Are these the cod that I added? Yeah, these are cod. Guys alone. Interesting. Alright. Let's do a few more. And I think it just adds a little bit, right? I'm actually really happy that I'm not getting squid spawn. Because squid are actually very ugly to me. I never really liked squid for decoration. But you guys saw me play with the turtles. We're gonna do this next. So I was thinking we're gonna get like... Let's see, maybe... How much room did I make? There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 beaches. Let's do 10 turtles here. And they're gonna take forever to hatch. Right? And the place where you place them is the place that they will go back to for breeding. I could put another one on top, but I'm going to put one here. And I'm also really happy that behind here I have the mega torch, because zombies go after baby turtles. It's a really sick joke that Mojang did, I think. I'm not really sure why they wanted that. And I'm just going to place them on these few beaches that I made. I hope the two that I put over here will not fall down, but we'll see. And that should add a lot of life to this lake. Okay. And last but not least, I wanted to try... I caught a dolphin in the ocean when I was getting all these corals. And I wanted to see if this is something that... if this guy will stay alive, right? So that's a good test because we only have one. And if he stays alive... Oh, you just saw the fish jumping because of the air. Now I'm really happy that I added this air because that adds a little bit of activity to the lake, right? So if this guy stays alive, I'm probably going to add like 2 more dolphins in here. And then maybe even down in the ravine, I want to add one just for fun. So we'll keep our eye on that. Okay, what else did I have? Yes, now we're going to have to figure out how we want to do that. I want to finish the waterfall today, guys. So, number 1 is, I have not tested it yet, so this is a big moment here. What this is actually going to look like. So, let's just place some water up here and see what this is actually going to look like. I wish there was a way, I might add some, like right here where it looks like it's splashing, I might add a cobweb here, 2 cobwebs here, just to give it a little bit of that splashing effect, right? And then definitely down here, we're going to have something bigger. Okay. So I'm going to have to block this off like this. And Poppy, you need to get out of my bag. And let's even add 1 more there. Because now I think at this height, let's put 1 here and 1 there. Not very realistic, so let's put realistic. Playing Minecraft and talking about realism. No, I don't like that. It needs to be the whole width. Otherwise, that doesn't make any sense. Oh yeah, let's put it 1 higher. And then here we come out 2 more. Okay, so I almost feel like this is too much now because it's sticking out over. But we'll play around with this in a little bit, maybe make it better. But if I put some more, let's go ahead and make some real quick. Do I have any more? I do. You guys can hear my cat meowing in the background. He's probably talking to some birds outside. All right, and then right here. Ring. All right, so now we got 5 more. All right, cuddle the cat and close the door for a minute here so we don't hear that. Let's go down here first. So I'm gonna have to put something here. And then let's say we'll put... Yeah, let's put 2 here, here, and maybe 1 there. Nah, I'm gonna need a couple more. I think this needs to be a little bit more splashy. Alright, so now let's add a couple more. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I don't have any other tools to make this look more splashy, but I think it works. But I don't think I want to put any more up here. We need to definitely add some kind of a wall or something around it, and maybe even make it look more broken up at certain parts. What I mean by that, for example, instead of this being a straight line, if I put one here, don't destroy everything, you know, so this one breaks right there. And then maybe add one here. Oh yeah, I think this actually works out good. Put one here. We'll put one maybe in the middle this time. Like that. Yeah, to give this more, instead of, there's just nothing we can do here, right? So put one there and there. Oh yeah, this looks much better already. So then let's put one here, one there. This time, no, I don't want to put it on the outside because then it would look like it could flow over there. And then let's add 2 more here. Yeah. Okay. This is much better. It looks more natural again, if you can say that in Minecraft. Now the question is how high up I want to build this. And I don't just want to have it come out like this. So my thing, what I want to do here is... I need more living rock. I actually had to wait to make some more because I used so much for these bricks here. And I wanted some just plain living rock. Let's get you out. Let's get the rest. So it keeps making more and more. And we're gonna make some regular stairs. Not just the brick. There we go. Alright, so... Now I got them all. So what I'm thinking up here is to have kind of like a pipe almost. That looks like this is... I don't want to call it a dam, but just something more controlled. We're not making any power with it. So I think the first thing that we're going to need to do is get the exchanger. And probably start... Let's put this guy here. And this guy next to it, so I can select them, either one of them. And then we'll just go fill it in like this. Okay, I can live with this. This isn't too bad. Because, you know, it's going to be overgrown and so on as well. And now we have to make the water more realistic. So the first water is going to come down one step right here. Let's just remove them. So this is where the water comes in. And then I'm going to have another layer right here. It's got to look like it's, you know, trickling down. Right here. And then in front of that, I guess we can just place another one against this now. And then against this, and then that's it. And we can tear down the whole wall here. Okay. So it looks like it's coming down like this. That's quite a lot of water if you think about it, because this, we need to change this. This needs to change. This is too much. So I think what we need to do back here is we need to pull up like a 3-high wall to here. So it looks like it's just running over. It's like a spillway almost. Right? Or something that we can move up and down. And I think for that we are going to use... what would be a good block to use for that? I'm thinking of living wood again, but I think almost that we should have something more sturdy. Oh, you know what? What about prismarine? If we use this and make me some mixed in with that. Because that fits our theme here. So let's do that real quick. Oh, and there's a tool we can test out right now. That's a good idea. And that is, Grok told me about it. I heard him talk about it in one of his videos, and that's this trowel from Quark. And only the blocks that you have on your bar, it will randomize. So what we can do here now is, I want to start this, let's start it here. So now it's going to take, yeah, okay, it's just... It is random. My random is better than this random. I don't like this. This is not random for me. Not random enough. Yeah, I'd rather have something like this. This is normal. Yeah, like that. So now it looks like this is a retaining wall that is holding this up. But we can even make this stronger looking. And that is if we use... Yes. Okay, now I can get rid of this trowel and get my stuff back on the bar where it's supposed to be. That, okay. So let's get rid of this. It worked. We do. Yes, it worked and we tested it, but I'm not a fan of it. I mean, for large projects, it might be better. Is there no... there's no prismarine wall. Don't we have the... No, we don't. What am I gonna be able to use for that? Guess I could use mossy cobblestone. Nah, that might actually... You know what? Let's make... Do I have any of this? No. Alright. Yes, okay. So make me 12 of these. Vines I can make with the nature seed and so... with the nature essence. And I do... Oh, I don't have any mossy cobble either. Let's use these 2 walls instead. Let's see what that looks like. And they should be able to be waterlogged. So... Okay, so hopefully we can waterlog this. Yes. Oh, you can barely tell that that is there. It looks so similar to the prismarine behind it. That does not work for me. Nope. Okay, is there a... There's living wood walls. Okay, let's use those instead. I need a contrast in there. So let's get rid of these. Okay. Whoa. Wait, what? Okay, I just want this. 12 should be enough. And there's no living wood planks wall, so we just have to go with this one here. Right, so this looks like... Yeah, see, now you can see it. Now there's something happening. Okay, I think I'm okay with this as a start. So this looks like it's running out. Now I'm gonna have to dress up this here. This is something that needs to happen. I cannot have these dirt edges. I have found this one here. It's the mossy living rock brick. That looks good as well. And I do like this better, but it's still very naked across here. But I think I can fix that with bushes and some other decorations. And the other thing I'm wondering is if this is going to look better if we do something like this all the way up. To give it a little bit more roundness. Okay, couple more and we are done. And then let's this to give a little more thickness down here. Now I mixed in some of this mossy living rock brick. And I like it. It looks good. Now there needs to be more decorations and so on up and down to tie this in to make it look a little better, I think. And I also am wondering if I should actually have some kind of a thing going across it, but I don't think I need it. Now, I did not put any exposed mossy cobblestone. I mean, we can check real quick what that would look like if we had one in here. You know what? I'm gonna put a couple, and there's a reason for that, and that is I want to... Those are gonna be the ones where we're gonna have some leaf blocks hanging over. Let's do 2 close together, like right here, and then we'll put another one there, and here. And further down, I don't know yet. Okay, and for that, I'm gonna need my bluest leaves, right? Yes, okay, so let's go ahead and get this out. And I'll show you what I mean. By the way, these here, the more random you can be, the better. Okay, so I'm gonna get rid of this. And just pull this over. Let's make this a big one. Like that. And you know what? Let's come down from here. Then we'll have one more right there. And you tie this together even better, which unfortunately takes forever. Vines take forever to grow. I don't know why. Okay, so that's here. And then again, this one is going to be a little bit smaller because we got that big one right next to it. That here. Yeah, this is better. So yeah, so decorate it like this. And then I'm thinking of possibly, because this is such a you know, focal point, to actually light it up like this. So we would have another one probably here. Like really make this very bright. And here. Here. And there. Yeah. I like that. Okay. After I was done building this down here and finishing the decorations there, I checked if we still have our dolphin, and it's not there anymore. So I want to make a name tag and see if that will help. And it's not really needed what I'm doing here because I have so many mana pools, but just a habit, I guess. I made this thing right here, an alchemy catalyst from Botania. Recipe just like that. We put this here, and now we can power this. And now you guys see it's underneath this mana pool. And if I toss a book and quill into that, I get a name tag. And so that is the whole reason that I wanted it. Oh, and Grok brought me over 32 wither roses earlier today, as well as dead saplings and another tree. Show you guys real quick. Let's go to my tree farm here. This is where I got all my leaves and I get my saplings going. So it's this one right here. He brought this one, an Umbran leaves, and you can grow them in 2x2. Don't think I'll ever use it because it's such a dark purple. And where's the other one? I think it's this one right here. Yeah, the dead one. This is not a bad leaf here to have dried out leaves or something. It's not too bad looking. Yeah, and like over here is where I spend most of my time, just so you guys know. With Vein Miner and my Mana Steel IoT, I get all my leaf blocks. And then I make it so I do like 8 trees, leaf blocks, and the other 3 I just do normal to get more sapling specs so I can replant them. And that works pretty good. Okay, so now let's go back and try out our, where is it? Right there. Our dolphin experiment. And also check if any of the turtles have hatched. So there you go. Just leaf piles around it this way, and then I changed out a bunch of the smooth stone. And then over here I did something similar. Right? Just something, it looks like a little bit broken up right there. And the water is just running down. And then in the inside I also have that same retaining wall. Just put some caps on here, just a little bit differently. And I upped our living rock and living wood production to 500. Because I was waiting the entire time for this living rock to be done. It took forever. Okay, and now I got another dolphin, of course. Oh, turtle! We got one. How you doing? Welcome. Okay, there's an egg missing over here. Don't see a baby. Hope it's not down here somewhere. Let's check in the water. If it's a baby, it's gonna be very small. There's a lot of fish. I like it. I don't know where this baby turtle is. Don't think it got killed. There should be no chance for... Oh, there it is. Hey, buddy. Now I could wait for this to grow up so we get one of those turtle shells. I forgot what they're called. Jute, I think, or something like that. And there's a recipe that you can use it. But if I ever need that, then I'll set up a turtle farm. Okay. Ooh, the eggs are gone over here. These haven't hatched, and these haven't hatched. Okay, so 4. 1, 2, and I'm pretty sure I had here. Wait, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. No, I didn't put any here. Well, you know what? Let's add this real quick. I forgot about this beach. There we go. All right, so now let's go ahead and... Oh, I got the anvil on me. And if you like this video today, make sure that you hit that like button. Let's call him like button. Like button. There we go. Because a lot of work went into this, and you know, every like and comment is really appreciated. Click here, yes. All right, buddy. Come here. How you doing? So now hopefully this guy will stay here and not despawn. I'm guessing it despawned, right? I don't know. Maybe it had something to do with the bubbles. Or so. Look at the turtle. I think that was not. It was just a fish. It was just green jumping out of the water. Very cool. All right, let me pick up this anvil. I don't want to leave it up here. I just made that. I was tired of always going to spawn to do my anvil work. Alright guys, but I think this is it. I am pretty sure that I'm going to do a live stream here next on All the Mods 4, where we're gonna work on these houses and then, you know, what other decorations and everything. Now we got all this space over here. Over here in this area, what I was thinking is of possibly, you know, making some kind of farms. You know, like actual, not automated, just, you know, plant a lot of crops to make it look cool. Maybe figure out some kind of an elven windmill. I'm not sure how that would work in the middle of it, and then just plant a lot of crops around it, and maybe a few... Do we have any orchard trees? Not really. No. Rubber set. Have I gotten that? No, I don't have that one yet. Okay. I think most of the other ones I have, a lot of them. But anyway, so, and then over here, I am not sure what. Now, the actual auto-crafting building, I think I want to put some more here, right? To put all our crafters in it on the floor, similar to design to this. Even though this one here, I do want to make a few changes as well. And that is marble. I do want to switch out a bunch of these things here. Let's get this on number 2, on number 3, because it is so clean. It's too clean for my taste. Is there a full block? Oh, because the light is hanging on it. So have something like this, and then slowly, you know, go around and change a few of these blocks. Okay, that just scared me. I thought I exchanged this, but I just broke it. Okay, so not to make this so clean looking, right? And then possibly even here with the regular prismarine slabs, just, you know, go around and change some of these out. And I hope that I don't mess up the ones underneath it, but I think it will. So the rods are still hanging on. Yes, okay. You know, these kind of things. I think that we need to start making this look like... Interesting. A little bit more lived. You know, not everything is this clean, even if it's elvish. Or it's supposed to be elvish. Alright, so apparently none of the way I want. So I gotta do my hand. But anyways, guys, let me know how you guys like the area so far. I'm happy, especially about my lake up here, but I also really like the backdrop that I did over here. Our little pond area that we have there. And this over here, I don't think I need to do too much. I really like how this looks. Maybe add a little bit more leaf piles around like I have over here. Right? But that's about it. Then definitely this needs decoration. And then our redwood forest. A lot. Now that I have these glowing trees up there, I don't know if I'm going to make a lot of use of them down here. But it would look really nice at night, I think. I think it would look really good. And of course, mostly podzol down here. There's a lot of areas here need to be changed. But like I said, I'm going to do that after I'm done putting the buildings down and the pathways. Because everything needs to have roads. There needs to be a nice bridge coming across here. Probably another one over here. The other one I tore out, the old cobble redwood bridge. Then I'd like to have another one here. But I don't want to have just regular bridges. I want it to be magical, okay? So what this would mean is there would be a walkway coming up just a little bit with pillars here and then like there. And then I want to use the Botania Illuminizer. Are they just called Luminizer? I think that's them right there. If I'm not mistaken, isn't that the thing that you place down and when you right click it, you can bind two together with the wand, and then when you click it, you kind of float over the air, right? So that's the kind of thing I want to do here. And then of course I want to have some kind of a way to get up on the mountain. Everything needs to be done without having flight in mind, right? Just like I have my elevator here, you can get up there without flight. Flight is just nice, of course. Without flight, I would have not been able to do the mountainside here. I would have never done that. That would have been insane to do all this. Because, you constantly have to go back and feel like, all right, where can I fill something else in? And the like. So anyways, I'm rambling over here. I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. And like I said earlier with Dolphin, if you did, please don't forget that hit that like button. And I catch you guys in the next one. Turtle not move. Hey. There we go. Knucklehead. Until next time, take care, stay safe, and bye-bye.